It's very late. I wonder who's going to be on. Let's have a look. This could be fun. I will just get myself sorted, and then I'm going to tell you how a brain can be a pain in the ass, because it definitely can. Okay, nearly there. Okay. Hey, Charlotte. I think, can you flick me a couple of hearts so I can see that you can hear me, because I'm, oh no, volume's up. Okay, I'm going to give it a crack. So how your brain can be a pain in the ass. Share this one because this one's really, really interesting. I was working with a client tonight, and this is not the first time it's happened. It's fascinating because it used to happen to me, and that's why I think that I think it's really important to talk about it. When you're starting to do some, work on yourself and getting rid of the crap in your life, and generally when I do timeline and hypnotherapy on people, people who've been really anxious and had anxiety and panic attacks, and we've slowly worked on eliminating things in their life, like I was talking about last night about, with anxiety and panic attacks, where sometimes we are suffering as a consequence of choices we've made in the past. So we're eliminating the stuff from the past, like making better financial decisions, not sleeping with our ex, maybe changing jobs, not hanging out with people who are negative or who have bad habits we're trying to get rid of, all that sort of stuff. And, the stress is gone, and there's no more bear there anymore chasing you through the forest. But because some of us have experienced stress and trauma and anxiety and panic and fear for decades, our conscious mind tries really hard not to let us relax, because our conscious mind is saying, okay, let's be scared all the time because there might be a bear, so let's be scared. And then what it does is you might relax and you feel really good, and all of a sudden your conscious mind kicks in and says, hang on a minute, it's been pretty shit for the last 25 years, and something might go wrong, so let's freak out. And it is fascinating to watch people. I had a woman in trance tonight, the most gorgeous client. She's working really hard to change so much in her life, and she's come such a long way. And I said, okay, let's try, some hypno for your anxiety. And we were 35 minutes into the session, and she was out. She was, tapping her fingers, and I could tell that she was still lucid. Because just a side note, hypnotherapy is fantastic, but the TV show stuff has sort of done it an injustice over the years, because you're not going to cluck like a chicken and, all that sort of stuff. When you're under hypno, you can hear everything the therapist is saying. You're fully in control. It's just you're like super relaxed. It's really good. So she's like 35 minutes into the session and starts fidgeting, and then she's sort of startled a bit, and she God love her, she gets her eyes closed, and she said to me, I'm panicking. And I said, why? And she said, well, I'm feeling anxious. And I said, why? She goes, because I'm too relaxed. And that is it in a nutshell. That is how your brain can be a pain in the ass, or your conscious mind anyway. It thinks it's protecting you from the bear, even if the bear is not there, and the bear has not been there for a year or 6 months or a few weeks. So you start to change your life. You're getting rid of the shit in your life. You're getting rid of the stuff that's causing you stress and upset, and you're making better choices. But because your brain is so used to being frightened, being anxious, having someone pull the rug out from underneath you, stressful situations, your brain is like, no, you can't relax. You have to freak out and stay stressed just in case. And you know what that does? It robs you of your joy. It robs you of your time. I can remember being so stressed and upset and worried about what might happen in the future, that I wouldn't go out, and I would stress myself into migraines, and then I couldn't go out because I was debilitated from migraines. Or I'd be out and then I'd freak out because I was waiting for something to go wrong. What if something goes wrong? How exciting. You know, my brain's just going, yeah. It's crap. It feels terrible. I would not wish it on my worst enemy, seriously. Like the heart thumping and that rush of adrenaline in your chest, because you literally feel like you're being chased by a bear. That's what I call it. So yeah, your brain can be a pain in the ass. So how do we work that out? So if you're starting to feel a little bit freaked out, just stop and close your eyes and take a big deep breath and pay attention to what you can hear, even if it's just you can hear the sound of your voice, or you can hear a car horn in the distance, or you can hear kids playing outside, or if you've pulled over on the side of the road, you can hear the sound of your engine, you can hear the sound of your breathing, even if it's you can hear the sound of your heart thumping in your chest. And then open your eyes and have a look around and list, you know, 3 or 4 things that you can see. So I can see the sky is blue, or I can see the stars in the sky, and I can see the hairs on my arm. And then, so do see, hear, feel. So, you know, just feel your skin, maybe feel your pulse. I do that sometimes. Feel your hair, you know, take your glasses off, you feel your glasses. Feel the fabric on your clothes. So when you do see, hear, feel, taste, even touch, like get back to your senses and pay attention to the now, because what anxiety and panic does is it robs you of your now and probably your near future and a lot of your past as well. I spent so much time curled up in a ball in the bottom of the shower waiting for the hot water to run cold. I was that, you know, freaked out by anxiety, and you sort of get paralyzed and you don't take action. So do that see, hear, feel, taste, touch, smell, you know, what can I smell? And that will help ground you. Another good thing you can do is take your shoes off and walk around on the carpet if you're inside, or go out and walk or lie on the grass outside, just to get your senses working again. So that's really important. I think the other thing to do is be realistic. Have a look at what you do have and have a look at what is okay. So I'm okay, I'm breathing, I don't have any serious illnesses, you know, I can see for the most part, I've got great vision, I'm healthy, my husband is amazing and he's healthy, our kids are all okay. So start listing all the good things. Count your blessings. It's so important. Look at all the things that are okay, because we tend to catastrophize when we're stressing and anxious. And all we do is run these tapes looping over and over again about what's wrong, what could go wrong, what's bad, what somebody said, how bad you're feeling. You have got to force your dumbass brain to work for you instead of against you. So they're 2 really good tips to help you get out of panic and stress and anxiety. I think it's really important also to reach out for support. As my client would tell you tonight, hypnotherapy is amazing for relaxation and to get you in a good state. Another thing you can do is a good old dance party, like headphones on or off. Just crank the music up to your favorite song and just move and dance, and that will help you be present and in your body. Because when you have a panic attack or anxiety, you're so far out of your body, it's freaking out, you're running, you know, subconsciously, everything's like, nah, you know, running around. So ground yourself, count your blessings and dance, okay? Have an awesome Friday night. Please share this video if you know anyone who's suffering from stress or anxiety or panic attacks, and please do get in touch with me if you need some help, okay? I'm a great coach. I get so much joy out of helping people with this kind of stuff, and I've either experienced it or had clients with it, so you know, I got you covered. All right, good night.